dieses Volk hinzutreten und billige Versprechungen zu geben. In uns selbst allein liegt die Zukunft des deutschen Volkes. Wenn wir selbst dieses deutsche Volk emporführen durch eigene Arbeit, durch eigenen Fleiß, eigene Entschlossenheit, eigenen Trotz, eigene Beharrlichkeit, dann werden wir wieder emporsteigen, genau wie die Väter einst aus Deutschland nicht das Selbst erhielten, sondern selbst den Schaffen mussten.
Adolf Hitler was born in Braunau am Inn, Austria, on April 20th, 1889. He was the son of the 52-year-old Austrian official Alois Hitler and his third wife, Clara. 3 years later, the family of 6 children moved to Germany. There, Hitler excelled in school at an early age, but later failed to stay top in his class, purposely trying to defy his father's wishes by failing. The young Hitler clashed with his father. Both were too late to agree on anything. His father died when he was only 14. His wish was for Hitler to become a civil servant, just like him, but Hitler badly wanted to pursue the life of an artist. His mother died later on from cancer, and on her deathbed she granted him permission to enter the Vienna Academy of the Arts, but he failed to be accepted both in 1907 and 1908. After his second rejection, Hitler was broke, and he was forced to work in a poorhouse. It was there that he was influenced by prejudice and racism. When World War I began, Hitler enlisted in the army. He enlisted in the 16th Bavarian Infantry Regiment. It was on the battlefield that he was gassed with mustard. He suffered many minor injuries. However, he stayed a short while in the hospital. For his service, he won 4 awards for bravery, including the prestigious Iron Cross. He had a quick recovery and returned home after the long war. He started attending many anti-Semitic meetings, and his support for pro-German rule grew. Hitler was a part of a group that began a party called the National Social German Workers' Party, or the Nazis. In support of this party, he hoped to force the Bavarian government to work with the Nazis and march together on Berlin. However, his attempt failed, and he was tried for treason and sentenced to prison. While in prison, Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, or My Struggle. In it, he shared his life stories and his world views. He protested against the Jews and promoted the German race, preaching a strict doctrine of discipline for all.
Today it seems to me providential that fate should have chosen Braunau on the Inn as my birthplace, for this little town lies on the boundary between 2 German states, which we of the younger generation at least have made it our life work to reunite by every means at our disposal.
Mein Kampf was believed to be Hitler's greatest accomplishment, selling millions of copies. It was hailed as a book of truth and accepted as a doctrine in Germany. However, in reality, it was a work of great prejudice and racism, based on one man's hatred towards a race and an influence of mass genocide that killed over 6 million Jews. After his release from jail, Hitler rose to power. He was made German Chancellor in 1933, quickly designating all German staff and using propaganda to prepare the country for war. In 1936, Hitler invaded Poland, breaking the Treaty of Versailles. England rushed to the rescue to help Poland, and other countries got involved, starting World War II. The war was long and brutal, and Hitler's hatred of the Jews grew more and more each day. Many were subject to brutal concentration camps, where they were starved and gassed to death. The war was long and hard, but on April 30th, 1945, the Red Army had surrounded Berlin. For the first time ever, Hitler acknowledged that he would lose the war to the Allies. He married his girlfriend for over a decade. Her name is Eva Braun. Less than 40 hours later, Hitler committed suicide by gun, and his newly wedded wife had killed herself with a cyanide pill. They were found on the upper room of their apartment, and their bodies were immediately burned.